Good morning. Feels like nighttime here. It's so gray outside. It's Monday morning. Again, I'm on at 10:03. What is happening in this house? I don't have my production team we're just slow these days.
What?
So I don't have a hair and makeup person. I have to feed the dogs. There's a lot going on in the mornings here. Guy, you finished your project. You're here. It's exciting. We're doing, hi Michelle. It does feel like it's the middle of the night with how gray it is, but it is hopefully not going to rain too much out here. We're doing Barre-ish Bootcamp today, which means I'll be working barefoot. Pamela, eyes are watering. I woke up with a crazy headache and I've been trying to shake it and do all these stretches all morning, which again, why I'm here 3 minutes late. So what you'll need is not a pink elephant, but what you will need is just enough space to move, step forward, side, and back from wherever you're starting. If you have a mat, that is an added bonus. You don't have to have one. And if you want to wear shoes, you're welcome to wear shoes. Socks are a little sketchy because they can get slippery on any surface. I will also be using my weighted bar. Mine is by the Body Bar. I do not have a piece of that company, but it's a good product. My eyes still watering. Mine weighs 12 pounds. You can just use dumbbells or you can just use your own body weight. If you cannot get a hold of one of these on Amazon through Body Bar, you could also go to a company called Spry, S-P-R-I, all capitals. Hi Ellen. They also have a good weighted bar. But again, you can use dumbbells or nothing. So if you're watching this after the fact on my YouTube fitness channel, thank you for subscribing, sharing, telling a friend, all that good stuff. If you're watching this on IGTV and you're wondering how to get there, you can just go into my Instagram bio, click on my picture, and then there'll be a link that'll take you right there. And I have over 100 classes up there now that you can work out with anytime. So today in Barre-ish Bootcamp, we'll do a warm-up that has a lot of upper body stabilization built right in. Then we'll do a resistance section. Then we'll do a cardio section. Then we'll go to the floor for core and stretch. So in all these sections, I'm going to build the movement. You can stay with the first or second level if you're just starting out, if you have an injury, if you've seen a doctor for an injury. I point like there's a doctor over there. If you've seen a doctor for an injury, make sure you've been cleared to do this stuff so that you don't aggravate your injury further. All right, having said all of that, thank you so much to everyone who's been able to throw a donation in my Venmo or PayPal or my snail mail box. I really appreciate it. There's a lot of us who are still underemployed or unemployed, and so thanks to everyone who is working for throwing it in for the people who aren't. I appreciate it. So having said all of that, the after party today is going to be upper body, dumbbells, probably that long endurance thing I used to do in my classes. So having said all of that, a glass of water nearby. You guys know the drill. Keep something nearby that you can grab a sip of. I'm keeping 2 towels, one to work with at the end for core and one to put underneath me because I get so sweaty. So my beverage is, as usual, water in a fancy wine glass. And I have to hide it over here next to the piano leg because of the dogs. All right, so we'll stand up at the front edge of wherever you're working. Make sure that the space around you is clear. So you should be able to step to the sides, feet under your hips, hips under your shoulders. Bring your arms up, shoulders down and back, fingertips reaching up towards the ceiling. Wiggle your toes, knees are straight but not locked. Then try to lift your heels up and hold. Try to find your balance. Then sink your hips and find a chair pose squat here with your heels up or maybe not. Then lower your heels if they were up, wiggle your toes, come up, take your arms out to a V, find your squat, reach your fingertips back to where the wall meets the ceiling, or the floor, to where the wall meets the floor behind you, wiggle your toes, push down to come up to your V, sink down to your squat for 2, come up to a V, do it again, 1, 2, now single counts here, so you'll sink, reach, sink, reach. One more time. Then forward fold, either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor. Either way, let your head hang. Try to straighten your left leg and bend your right knee. Sitting into your left hip. All of your toes can wiggle. Change sides. Straighten your right leg and bend your left knee. Sitting into your right hip with your toes being able to wiggle. Bend both knees. Your left elbow reaches up and back down. This time, maybe you extend your entire arm, then single count to either your elbow or your reach. 2 more. And then your right elbow, slow motion, comes up. Feel your shoulder blade move. This time, maybe your whole arm reaches, single counts, any level, elbow or reach. Twice more. Then hold your fold, lift your tailbone up, slowly unroll at the top. Both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Forward fold, tailbone lifts, unroll, in, 4, 3, 2, let's do that again. Both arms up. Fold, tailbone lifts up, unroll, in, 4, 3, 2, one more time, arms up. Fold, bend your knees, tailbone lifts, unroll. 3, 2, this time on your fold, bend your knees far enough to get your hands to the floor. And step your feet back to your first downward facing dog. Your heels reach for the floor. Your tailbone lifts up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. And your palms also press into the floor. Try to press your chest through your shoulders. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. Then lower your hips to plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. Maybe you lower your knees, maybe not. Push down and lift your tailbone up. Down dog here. Then lower back to plank. You can hold here or lower your knees. If your knees are not on the floor, you can rock forward and back. You don't have to, but you can if you're ready. Let's go twice more. Then hold your plank and lift your tailbone up to a downward facing dog. Pressing your heels into the floor. Now both heels lift up together and lower. Lift and lower. Once more, hold your down dog and shift your weight to your right-handed foot and bring your left leg up until you feel the stretch behind your right leg. You can stay right here or bend your left knee and open your left hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your 3-legged dog. Then both feet to the floor. Hold right here, your downward facing dog. Then shift your weight to your left hand and foot and bring your right leg up until you feel the stretch behind your left leg. You can stay right here in your 3-legged dog or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your 3-legged dog. Then both feet to the floor. Down dog in the center. We're going long here today. Shift back over to your right hand and foot. Now your left hand makes its way back to your left ankle. Engage your core. Step your left foot forward. Bring your hands up to your left leg and bring your chest up. And both arms up. Your back heel is off the floor. Your back leg is fairly straight. Hinge at your hip. Palms together behind your front leg. Come back up. Do it again. Again, same thing. Hinge over for 2. Almost tipped over. Again, hinge over for 2. This time, both hands on the inside of your left leg. Engage your core. Step your left foot back and find your downward facing dog again. Then this time, shift over to your left-handed foot. Your right hand makes its way back to your right ankle. Engage your core. Step your right foot forward. Come back up to your right leg. and bring your arms up. Your back heel is off the floor. Hinge over for 2 and up. Do it again. Hinge over for 2 and up. Same thing. Hinge over for 2 and up. This time, both hands on the inside of your right leg. Engage your core. Step your right foot back and find your downward facing dog. And lower your hips to plank. And now everybody lowers their knees. Release your feet. Hips to your heels. Child's pose here. Then round your back up to a modified plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. You can stay here or bend your elbows a little bit or a little more or a lot. Either way, straighten your elbows. Hips to your heels. Let's make it flow. Round up and either hold or bend. And child's pose again. Round up, hold or bend. Do it again. Round up, hold or bend. Round up, hold or bend. Let's go twice more. Round, hold or bend. Last time. On the next pass, hold your modified plank. Hold here. Tuck your toes and lift your tailbone up to your down dog. Bring your knees back to the floor. Release your feet. Child's pose. Make it flow from here. Round up in 1, 2, push down. Lower your knees. Child's pose. Same thing again. Round up for 2, push down. We'll do it again. Same pattern. Round up for 2, push down. This next time, come to modified plank and hold right here. Tuck your toes and try to lift your knees. If you're not here, you'll work on this. If you're already up, shift your weight to your left hand and foot. Maybe bring your right knee into your chest. If you got that far, maybe take your right leg underneath your left leg on a diagonal. You can stay here or open up. If you opened up, make sure your right wrist is under your right shoulder. Maybe you take your arm up over your head. If you did, bring it up. And left hand comes back to the floor. Engage your core. Right knee comes in and find any plank. Knees can be down or up. Once they're up, you can shift your weight to your right hand. Pick your left knee up and bring it into the chest. You can stay here or cross diagonally under your right leg. Maybe stay here or maybe open up. Left wrist under your left shoulder if you're here. Maybe your top arm comes towards me. If it did, bring it up. Come back to the center with both hands on the floor. Engage your core. Step back to any plank. Lift your tailbone up to a down dog. And walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Tailbone lifts up. Unroll. 3, 2. All right. Grab your resistance. Someone's sending me. Oh. Alrighty. I thought it was Steve Stewart sending me a text. Alrighty. I'm grabbing a sip. Then you'll pick up your resistance, whether you're using a bar or dumbbells. I'm going to adjust my tights so they don't fall down. All right. Overhand grip on whether you're using dumbbells or a bar. It'll be overhand. Toes towards me. Knees are straight but not locked. We'll take a slow motion squat. So sink for 2. Push down. Squeeze your glutes at the top. So every time you squat, your tailbone goes back to where the wall meets the floor behind you. At the top, you squeeze your glutes without locking your knees. Your toes can wiggle. Last time slowly. And then single count down and up. Hi, Edie. Are you just jumping in or just passing by? Your breakfast looked amazing yesterday, Edie. 2 more here. At the top, hold it here. Lower your elbows, wiggle your toes and knees. Press your dumbbells or your bar up on a diagonal to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. From here, come back down to your chest. 1 of each. 1 squat. One diagonal press. Up, squat here, diagonal press. This is your pattern. You can work here, or you can make it flow slightly faster, straight through. Squat, press. Remember the press is on diagonal. Maybe your left knee comes up at the top and then your right. Push down, sink, press. Let's do 4 more just like that. So 4, press, passing through, easy. You can do it later. Just a squat here, sink. Squeeze your glutes. You should be nice and warm. Alrighty, hinge at your hip. So hinge at the hip and come back up. Do it again. Hinge at the hip and up. So that's your move. Your knees are slightly bent, but you move the hip joints. Shift your weight to your right foot. No weight on your left. It's like a little kickstand. As you hip hinge, your left leg can split behind you. Now this can be your base move. Sink for 2. If you're ready, your left leg can reach up off the floor, or I should say lift, not reach. So you can work here, hinge at your hip. This can be your move, or change your rhythm. Down for 2, come up in 1. 1, 2, toe touch or balance. 1, 2, toe touch or balance up again. 1, 2, toe touch or balance up. Breathing either way. Again. Over for 2 and up. Do it again. I feel like we should do it 2 more times. 1, 2, and up. Last time. 1, 2, and both feet on the floor. Shake them out. Squats here. Let's do all that again from the top of the squat and press. 1 squat, 1 press right here. On the diagonal. Never locking your knees or your elbows. They straighten without locking. Maybe make it flow here slightly faster. Squat, press, squat, press. Maybe your right knee comes up at the top and then squat, press. Push through the floor to come up. 4 to go. 4, push down. 3, 2, and then just the squat. Shoulders down and back. Alrighty, ready to switch? Hip hinge right here. So it's hinge at the hip. Just come back up. As you hinge, shift your weight to your left foot. No weight on your right. Again, as you hinge, right leg splits behind you. So it acts like a little kickstand. Or maybe it lifts up. Maybe it lifts up behind you and come up. Again, 1, 2. So this can be your rhythm. You can keep your back foot on the floor or let it lift. Let's change the rhythm. Down for 2, come up in 1. 1, 2, toe touch, or you can balance up. 1, 2, toe touch or balance up. 1, 2, and up. Do it again. Are you breathing in and out? You should be. 1, 2, and up. Ooh, almost tipped. 1, 2. We'll go twice more to even us out. 1, 2, toe touch. Last time. 1, 2, and shake it out. Feet parallel squat. All right. You should be totally warm and ready to go. So as you squat, if you're using dumbbells, keep them by your sides for now. With a bar, flip your grip 1 hand at a time to underhand. If you're using a bar, roll the bar to your elbows and lace your fingers. If you're using dumbbells at your sides, pick them up, hold them across your chest. So the key is just keep them close. 2 more, feet wide, toes to the corners, sink your hips, straight down, straight up. So the way to come up is to push down to the middle of your feet. Sink, push. 2 more. Hold the sink position. Little pulses here. Make sure you can wiggle your toes. 4 more right here. 3, 2, hold. Lift your heels up, extend your legs, lower your heels, sink your hips. Heels up, extend, let's do that again. So this is your pattern, working through your feet, sink, press, now slightly faster here. Sink, press, up. Do it again, breathing in and out, all the way. Try not to breathe really shallowly, but all the way in and out. Now sink your hips twice. Once more, both heels lift up. Lift up by pressing down. One of these, sink your hips, heels lift, up. Once more, sink, press slightly faster right here. So sink, press, then straight through from here, sink, press. Working through your feet in 4, 3, 2, hold your top position. Bend both knees, lower your heels, wiggle your toes, come up, just sink your hips. So sink, press, we'll add a little rotation here. One more straight down, left heel comes up, rotate to your right. Center, come down, right heel, rotate left. Your heel comes down right here, and heel up. Rotate, keep the heel up, put it down, right heel up, sink, rotate, keep your resistance close to your chest. You don't want it to swing around and get away from you. Again, sink, rotate, last time, sink, rotate, just the hip sink here, sink, press. Keep your bar where it is or your dumbbells. Bring your feet parallel squats. Keep your dumbbells or your bar close by. Balance on your right leg, left knee up. Press your left heel towards me. Center, press it back. Keep your chest lifted. Single counts here to the front. Center, back. Do it again. Front, center, twice more here. So try to find your extension without leaning forward. Hold your leg back behind you. Flex and pulse. As you pulse, press your left hip towards me. 3, 2, hold, extend your foot. Draw a semicircle back. Do it again. So this semicircle can be on the floor if you need it to be. If it's on the floor and you're barefoot, take great caution with your pedicure. Front and back. One more time. This time, hold your leg back. Flex your foot and pulse. Chest up. Left hip presses towards me. As you pulse, try to bend your back knee. So take your knee to the left side of the room. Standing leg is slightly bent. 4 more pulses here. So 4. Hi, Steve. Hold here. Wiggle your right toes. Now bend your standing leg. Your heels meet. Come back up to where you started. Heels meet. Let's try it in single counts here. Sink, lift, sink, lift. 2 more. At the top, give me 4 pulses here. You have 4, 3, 2, and shake your legs out. I know, I was there. Feet parallel and squat. Right side of your booty is barking. 2 more. Take your feet wide, toes to the corner. This is just a little sorbet before we do the other side. Push down to the middle of your feet, chest up, shoulders down and back. 2 more like this, then feet parallel. Find your squat. If you're using dumbbells, they're still up close to your chest. Balance on your left leg, right knee comes up. Right heel towards me, center, take your right heel back behind you, and center, single count. Towards me, center, back. When you extend behind you, what happens? Your chest stays lifted. It's tempting to lean forward like that. Try not to. Let's go twice more. Same thing. Chest up, balance, belly button pulls in. Last time, hold your leg behind you, flex your right foot and pulse. Press your right hip towards me for 4, 3, hold, extend your right toes. Draw semicircle towards me and then back, whether it's on the floor or up tempo from here. So front for 2, almost went too fast. Again, front for 2 and back. Couple more, chest up, try not to wobble. Once more, hold your right leg behind you, flex and pulse. So remember, as you flex and pulse, press your hip towards me. As you pulse, bend your back knee. Take your knee out to the right side of your room. Give me 4 more pulses here. You're finally online, Steve. Hold. Now slowly bend your standing leg for 2 and lift. So you bend slowly, your heels meet. Lift up. 1 more slowly. In 1, 2, single counts here. So you'll sink, lift, sink. Twice more. You know what's happening. 4 pulses at the top. So 4, 3, 2. Shake your legs out right here. Your booty should be even. Parallel squats. Here we go. Sink. Push down to come up. It is sweaty in here. If you're using dumbbells, now's the time to come back down to your sides. If you're using a bar, unlace your fingers, unroll your bar, flip your grip, 1 hand at a time, shoulders down and back. All right, so whether you're using a bar or dumbbells, you'll set them down out of your way, preferably out in front, way out in front of your mat, because we are going to use the side space. Now's the perfect time to grab a sip of whatever you're drinking. I'm going to take a sip of my fancy water. Sink. Push down to come up. Steve, did you have a big important phone call? I know that Mondays are hard. Even my phone blows up on a Monday morning. Lots of people want to talk and iron things out for the week. Palms together. If you're using a mat, make sure you're towards the front edge of your mat. We are going to work behind us here. Touch your knees, knuckles up here. So sink, press. Do it again. Now hands on your legs. Sink, push through the middle of your feet, squeeze your glutes. We'll do an arm pattern. Left arm goes up. And then your right, then both arms together. Just your left here, and your right. Now both arms, just your left. So this is your arm pattern. Both arms. We'll do it 1 more time. Just your left. And then your right, both arms, and then palms together. Keep your squat. All right, that's the first part. 2 more. Left leg steps back 1 time. Step back. Other way, step back. Other way. This is your foot pattern. Maybe you sink your hips, sink, press. If you're sinking your hips, they stay underneath your shoulders. Knees track over your slightly turned out toes. Easy enough. Maybe you reach behind you, reach up, and other side. So any of those levels work. You don't have to do the last level. That's up to you. 2 more. Then parallel squat, left arm goes up. Then your right, both arms. Then step back on your left. Sink or not, reach up or not, totally up to you. Parallel squat, left arm up. Sink, right arm, both arms. Left leg steps back. So sink, reach. 2 more. And left arm up here. And up. Both arms. This is our last time through. Left leg steps back. 4, 3, 2, parallel squat, palms together. You should be able to talk, but not feel like it. If you're wearing a gadget, check your heart rate. It's probably not through the roof on this one, but maybe on the next one. Take your feet slightly wider than your hips. We'll build it. Keep your squat, fingertips behind your ears, elbows out to the side. Push down to come up. As you come up, reach your fingertips up. So touch, reach. So they touch the back of your ears. Push down through your feet. For 4, 3, the middle of our next move. Palms together here. So keep that in your head. Hands on your legs. Sink your hips, shift to your right foot, left leg back, together, other way, sink, right leg back. Ooh, did I say this with the right leg? I meant the left leg back, sink. Now your right leg, sink, reach. So the reach goes straight back from where it is. You're not gonna cross your leg over here, go straight back. Maybe you reach your right arm up, sink. Other way, left arm up. Do it again, sink, reach. Now you're gonna have an option. On the sink, you can bring your hands to the floor. You don't have to, but you can. Come up, sink, reach, arms straight up. So to come up out of the floor, you push down through your feet. You are not gonna lift with your back. Push straight down, reach up, sink. Check it out, squat twice here, touch your ears. Now right leg goes back. Squat twice here, touch your ears. Left leg back. Reach up, touch your ears. We'll do it again. Right leg goes back. Touch your ears. Do it again. Left leg back. Remember, you don't have to go to the floor. You're welcome to touch your legs. Right here, you can sink here. Reach, touch your ears. Left leg back in. Sink, reach, push down, come up. So you push against the floor. Right leg back. Push down right here, push. Touch your ears. We'll go one more time. Each side, left leg back. Reach, push down to come up. Touch your ears. Right leg back. Sink, reach, push down, touch your ears. Palms together here. Feet underneath your hips. Keep your squat. Take a little step back. We'll use the sides and then front. For this next piece, left leg, step towards me one time. Step forward, other way. So as you step forward, your back leg stays straight and your back heel stays on the floor. You push off of your bent leg. Bend, push off. Arms around, behind, around. Front leg bends. You press off of it. Again. Do it again. Sink, press, sink, press, sink, press. Let's do 4 more. This is one piece of this next interval. 2 more. Parallel squat, palms together. Keep that part in your head. Make sure you have room on the sides. We'll start on our left. You can wiggle your toes in the middle. Here we go, left leg. Step out once, and then your right. So easy enough. As you step out, sink your hips and both knees bend. So it's a lot like when we step back in the very first cardio interval. Your hips go straight down, toes slightly turned out, knees track with your toes. Arms up, cross your, what are these? No, they're not ankles, they're wrists. Maybe pull out like a bow and arrow over your head, which is not where you would put a bow and arrow, but it's what we're gonna do today. Let's do 4 more like that. So 4, push against the floor, pull, push. 1 more and then step towards me on your left and reach back. Circle, 2 more. Here we go, step out left, sink your hips, pull down and up, pull. 2 more. Left leg step toward me. Sink, press. Back leg is straight. 2 more. Step out with your left. Arms up, pull down, push, sink, push. Again, left leg towards me here. Step push. Step push. 2 more. Go 1 more set. Step out left. Sink. Press. 2 more. Push against. Left leg to me. Step press. Step press. Last one right here. Parallel squat. Can you still talk? See if you can. If you were in a gadget, just glance down and check your heart rate. 2 more. Squats like this. Then hop or pedal. So you can pedal here, or you can hop. In 4, 3, feet wide. 2 hops or pedals. Step or jump out. 4 more in any level. 3, 2, arms finish up. Left leg rotate to me, to the side, to me. Arms open up and reach up, out and up. 2 more. Let's try it on the right side. Right hip, knee and ankle open. Arms to the side. Let's do 4 more right here. 4, 3, 2, center, pull your arms straight down. Pull, reach. So this can be your move, or you tuck your hips and give a slight round in the back. Make sure you don't have anything going on in your back or your spine. 4 more, either a pull or a pull with a crunch. 2 more. Hop or pedal right here. 4, 3, 2, left side, you'll open up right here. Open up. 2 more. And then to your right side, open up. For 4, you rotate on your heel and in your hip and your knee. Center, pull straight down. For 4, 3, 2, hop or pedal right here. 4, 3, 2, arms finish up. Left side, out. Again, to your right, we're going in 2s. Center, pull down for 4. So it's 4, reach, 3, 2 more. Let's do it again. Hop or pedal here. 4, 3, 2, arms finish up. To your left for 2. 1 more. To your right for 2. Center, pull straight down. For 4, 3. We'll go 1 more time through from the top. Hop or pedal. 4, 3, 2. Arms finish up. Left. 1 more. To your right for 2. Center, pull down for 4. 4, 3, 2, and parallel underneath your hips and squat. Should still be able to talk. Shoulders down and back. Check in with your heart rate. How does it feel? Let's do 4 more like this. So 4, 3 arms up. Half of a forward fold, reach behind you. Come up, squat twice. 1 more squat. Half of a fold, reach up. Come up, squat twice. We'll go slightly faster. Half fold, come up, squat once. That's your move. Fold, reach. So you can work here. If the fold is not agreeing with you, you can ditch the fold and do only squats. If you're in the fold and you're ready, maybe you lift your heels up and squat. Do it again. If your heels are lifting up, you have 1 more option to get up off the floor. So fold up and squat. Do it again. Fold up and squat. Do it again. Fold up. Make sure you're breathing in and out. Final 2. Fold up and squat. 1 more. Hold your squat, hold. Make a fist right here, extend. Make a fist, extend. One more, hold your hands in a fist. Come up, palms together and squats here. All right, we have another craziness in this squat. Then I promise to change positions. 4 to recover, push down. Squeeze your glutes as you push against the floor. This time, hands to your knees, sink a little further. Come up, reach up. So knees sink, here. So as you touch your knees, little sink, big sink. Knees reach. So it's not about touching the floor, is it? It's about sinking your tailbone. Now if your tailbone sinks far enough that you can touch the floor, that is just an added bonus. It's not the goal. It's about sinking your tailbone slightly faster here. So knees sink, knees up. Maybe without touching the floor. Maybe you lift your heels at the top. Lift. Up. If you're lifting your heels, maybe you press up at the top. Knees sink. Knees sink. 4 more. 1, 2. Last one. And hold your squat here. Wiggle your toes. Push down to come up. Feet wide, toes to the corners. Sink. I can barely talk. Keep your hips sink. I'm gonna buck this music. Ooh, almost fell over. My quads are on fire. Hips straight down, straight up. We're doing 4 more to recover. Shoulders down and back. Hips underneath you. You ready? Fingertips up, out to the side with your arms. It's a lot like something we did in the beginning with the bar and the dumbbells. So sink, press, sink. Alrighty, left heel comes up, rotate to your right, to the center, and up. Other way, right heel up, rotate, center, do it again. Left heel, to your right, sink, come up, right heel. Remember this? So keep your hips underneath you, get a stretch on the quads, on the rotation, right there. 1 more each side, so sink. Do it again. Last step, right here, left heel. Rotate. 1 more. Center just the hip sink. So it's here. Easy enough. Are you ready? 3 pulses down here. So 3, 2, feet together and out. 3, 2, 1, together and out. That's your pattern. You can work there or on the together. You can push down to get some air. So 3, 2, 1, together and out. 3, 2, 1, together and out. 3, 2, 1 more time. 3, 2, just the hip sink. Feet parallel. Alrighty. I did this the other day, and let's see if we can do it today. Where we did 1 rep, 1 cycle of each one of our cardio drills. What? Let's go over them. The first one was the squat and reach, yes? Both arms, remember this? And then we take our step backs here. This is our dress rehearsal. We're just walking through. What's next? Left leg goes back. 2 squats. Lost my count. Other way, so just walk through it. Rehearse. 2 squats. What's next? Step out to your left bow arrow. Remember this? 2 more. Step towards me. Back leg stays straight. Yes? 2 more. What's next? Hop or pedal right here. Hop, out. Yes? Remember this? Arms finish up. Left leg. Out. Again. 2 on the right. I don't know what's next. Pull straight down. And then after this. 2 more. Hop or pedal. Feet parallel. Squats right here. This is the one where we touch our knees, I believe. I hope I didn't leave anything out. So knees. Remember this? Hop or pedal. So that's the last one we just did. In 4, 3, feet wide, just the jump part. So 3, 2, together or jumping out. So 3, 2, 1. Parallel feet underneath you. That's all of our moves. That was your dress rehearsal. Kind of walk through them. We're gonna do them all in a row at, let's say, at 100% or as close to 100% as you can get. You remember to pick your own levels. You're forward on your mat. Here we go, left arm goes up. Just sink, up. Both arms together. Left leg steps back right here. You can sink and reach if you like. 2 more. What's next? Sink, left leg back. Reach up. 2 squats, touch your ears. This time, right leg goes back. Push down, reach up, touch your ears. What's next? Step out to your left, bow and arrow. So sink, push down. 2 more. Step towards me on your left. Reach behind, bend, press. 2 more. And then hop or pedal right here, for 4. 3. Last one, your arms finish up to your left. 1 more, to your right, for 2. And then 4, pull down, for 4. 3. We'll just hop or pedal right here. Keep your feet underneath you. Shake your shoulders out. In 4, 3, plant your feet. Touch your knees and sink. Reach. Maybe your heels lift. Maybe you jump. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and hop or pedal here. Last thing. In 4, 3, feet wide. Here we go. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Together and out. Or make it a jump. Just 2 more times. So 3, 2, 1. Last time. 3, 2, just the hip sink. Woo! Heart rate high now. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Parallel squat. Breathe in and out. 2 more. At the top, both arms come up. Hands on your legs. Bend your knees. Tuck your hips. Rounded. Release. Tuck your hips again. Extend your spine. Tuck your hips. This time, tuck your hips and hold. Roll all the way up. Stay on your feet. Grab some water or whatever you're drinking. And then grab your towels. I put 1 down to sit on and then 1 to hold for the core section. It's dark in here. It's like it's night. Guy, I imagine that where you live, I feel like it's like this all the time. So I'm turning sideways. You don't necessarily have to, but it does help with my front and back cueing. So, cheers. You'll have a seat with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, stay up tall. The temptation is to sit here, but come up tall. Grab your towel by the end, or at least far enough so you can get a little bit wider than your shoulders. There's no slack in your towel. Shoulders down, half curl here. So curl for 2 and back up. Do it again. So curl for 2, back up. So that's your move. Pulling out on your towel. Curl down for 2. Now as you curl, bring your arms up to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Curl down. 1, 2, and up. So you're squeezing underneath your armpits by pulling out and on your towel. Curl lift. Let's go twice more. So curl, lift. This time you'll hold your curl from here, rotate towards me, slowly and far enough to get your little finger to the floor, back to the center, 2 counts to the same side. So it's 1, 2, and up. Do it again, same side. 1, 2, single counts here. Towards me and up. Towards me and up. Maybe your front leg lifts and stays. Over, center. Over and up. Let's do it 4 more times. 4 and up. Pull your towel out to the side and come up to a forward fold. Take your towel around your feet. Knees can stay bent or any kind of straightening will work. You'll release your low back. Chin to your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex your feet. Eyes up. Shoulders and your body. Bend your knees. Take your towel out. Same thing. We'll work the other side. So, arms out front. Pull your towel tight. Knees bend. Shoulders down. Half curl. So 1, 2, and up. Do it again. Half curl. Now on your curl, your arms reach up toward the wall, meets the ceiling in front of you. You should feel the resistance increase just a little. Right there. Do it again. So curl. Lift. And curl. Lift. Do it again. 2 more. This time you'll curl and hold. Hold here. Slow motion away from me. Little finger towards the floor. Find it. And back up to the center. 2 counts to get there. You have 1, 2, and up to the center again. Behind you. 1, 2, singles if you're ready. Over to the center. Over. Maybe your back leg extends on the same diagonal as your arms in the center. Do it again. 4 more. So it's 4 diagonals. 3, 2, and then come up to a forward fold. Woo. Wrap the towel around your feet. Bend your knees. Maybe your legs extend, maybe they don't. Release your low back. Chin to your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Bring your eyes up first. Shoulders and your body. Release your towel. Set your towel off to the side. Tuck your hips. I'm going to turn this down a little. Tuck your hips. Fingertips out to the side to help you roll down. When you're all the way down, bring your knees into your chest and give your knees a little rock side to side. Massage your low back on the floor. Ooh, my back is very crunchy today. I like to extend my top leg. As I rotate, you don't have to. It's up to you if that works for you. Shoulder blades on the floor. Then come back to the center. Knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Inhale. On your exhale, squeeze under your armpits and lift your shoulders up. So from here, extend your arms and legs on any diagonal. They can be high or low, depending on where you want your resistance. Then wrap back up like a little roly-poly bug. From here, 2 counts to extend. So extend for 2, wrap up for 2. Extend for 2, wrap up for 2. Exhale, 1, 2, inhale as you come in, exhale. For 2, inhale, do it again. Exhale. Inhale, shoulder blades up. Exhale. For 2, inhale, do it again. Exhale. For 2, inhale, once more. And then release. Hands inside your hips. Shoulder blades pressing into the floor. Untuck your hips, 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. Belly button level to your pelvic bone. Your legs are your dumbbells. Maybe this is enough for you. If it is, stay right here. Otherwise, extend your back leg to the wall in front of you. Slowly change sides. 3, incoming leg stops at 90 degrees. 3, 2 counts to the same move. 1, 2, 1, 2. So you are resisting the weight of your legs with your core. You're stopping your incoming leg at 90 degrees at the hip and the knee.
Let's go single counts here. We have 3, 2, hold and pulse. Do it again. In 3, 2, hold and pulse. Twice more. It's 3, 2, hold and pulse. Once more. In 3, 2, hold right here. Both legs to chair. Belly button level to your pelvic bone. Arms to the side. Palms face up. Rotate towards me with your legs for 2. To the center, away from me. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Do it again. Exhale for 2. Inhale. So you resist the weight of your legs with your core. Your legs don't have to go very far. You only go to what your point of resistance is. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Do it again. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Again. We'll go one more time, each direction. Exhale towards me, resist the weight. Inhale, away from me. 1, 2, and hold in the center. Just to finish, fingertips behind your ears. Squeeze under your armpits, lift your shoulders slightly up. Maybe hold or pulse. Just for 4, 3, 2, and release. Release the chest. Feet on the floor, really close to your hips. Hands down on the floor, tuck your hips. Push your feet down to lift your hips up to a bridge pose. That's just a diagonal line from your shoulders to your hips to your knees. You can wiggle your toes here. Maybe you lace your fingers underneath you. You don't have to, but it's an option. If you do that, you can tuck your shoulder blades sort of closer together. Toes to wiggle, you are breathing in and out. If your fingers are laced, you can unlace them. Then everybody comes down to the floor, front knee into your chest. Extend your leg up only until you feel the stretch behind. Maybe your back leg walks out. We're getting photographers for choreography today. Extend your leg to wherever your flexibility is. Flex your front leg. Bend the knee to the chest. 1, 2, drive the heel up. Do it again. Flex, bend, press up. Once more, flex. Bend this time. Hold your extension. It doesn't have to be straight. You just are looking for the stretch behind. Take your front arm anywhere on the inside of your front leg. Push your leg out to the side, but only far enough to feel the stretch on the inside of the leg. So it might only be a couple inches. Press your back hip to the floor. Flex both feet. Push your heels out to the walls. Hey Pamela, that's your last name. Alrighty. Bend your front knee back to the center. Front arm reaches out towards me. Back arm across your bent knee. Take your knee away from me. Reaching towards me with your front fingertips. Breathing all the way through this full spine rotation. Then back to the center. Change sides. Back knee comes in. Phone call off. Extend your leg up. Flex your back foot. Maybe your front leg stays where it is. Maybe it walks out to find another point of flexibility. Bend your back knee. Press your heel up. Do it again. Flex and bend. For 2, press. One more time. Flex and bend. For 2 this time. Hold your leg extended, but only far enough to feel the stretch behind the leg. Back arm anywhere on the inside of your back leg. Push your leg to the side, but only far enough to feel the stretch on the inside of your leg. Front hip stays on the floor. Flex both feet if you're in a place you can manage that. Shoulder blades on the floor. As I mentioned, you're also breathing. Bend your back knee to the center. And back arm reaches out to the side. Front arm across your bent knee. Take your knee towards me. We're so close to being done. And then come back to the center. Both knees into your chest. Cross one leg over the other. Doesn't matter which. Grab your knees or walk further down your legs. Pull your knees into your chest so you feel the stretch. Sort of a side of your leg and down into your glutes. Sort of where you get sciatica pain, that's where this will release it. And then release, change sides. Other leg on top. Grab your knees or walk your hands down a little bit, just far enough so that you pull your knees in and you feel the stretch. Sort of down the side and back of the top leg, into the glutes. And then release. Both feet on the floor, final stretch. Flip yourself over.
Arms and legs extended. Front arm reaches back to grab where your shoelaces would be. By Ellen, are you leaving? Bend your back. Elbow, maybe make fist. And rest your forehead. Pulling your heel towards your hip, opening your quadriceps. And then release. Change sides. Back arm reaches around. Find where your shoelaces would be. Maybe you bend your elbow. You're welcome, hand. Pull your heel towards your hip. Hip to the floor. When you're ready, bring your front arm back around. Sorry, I've been going a little long lately. Both feet in your hands. If you're not quite there, work on this by grabbing your heels or your pants. But if you're here, push your feet into your hands and try to lift your knees up. And maybe lift your chest. You gotta breathe through this one. And then release carefully. Pull your tennis ball. Hands inside your chest. Press your chest up. Hips to your heels. Child pose here. And then round your back up to a tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. And round your back. Push down into the floor with your hands and feet to lift your tailbone up. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Tailbone lifts. Slowly unroll. Let your head be the last thing to come up. At the top. Shoulders roll down the back. This class is done. 5 minutes from now, after party, small dumbbells, endurance set for the upper body. I'll see you in 5 or Wednesday or Friday. Thanks, you guys.